Oh, this is how you make an entrance right here. You're like Tom Cruise in Days of Thunder. We got us a wheelman here. Thanks for the ride, Josh. How's it going? Welcome everybody to Caterpillar's Operators Stadium. I'm your host, Rutledge Wood. We've had such a fun week out here for CONEXPO. Are you guys having a good day so far? The front row all brought drinks, so they're having a great time over here. I like your style. You know, if you know me from NASCAR on NBC, maybe Top Gear on the History Channel, even Hyperdrive on Netflix, you know that I love all things cars, trucks, motorcycles. If it's got an engine, I'm interested. So when I had that opportunity to be out here, be a part of the Caterpillar family for CONEXPO, I jumped at it because these incredible machines and the operators that use them are amazing. So for me, I jumped in. I've always been a Cat fan, but to be here this week has been so much fun. So we're going to do some really cool things today. We're going to transform the area you see in front of you, and whether you're watching at home or you're here in person, we're going to make a stage to really highlight all these amazing vehicles. But before we do that, safety is our #1 priority here at Caterpillar Stadium. So take a look at the big screens. Couple things you should know. If you need ear protection, there are dispensers in each of the grandstands. Most importantly, please do not lean on or climb over the stadium barrier. For safety concerns, reach out to a CAT rep in the red shirts or security personnel, and your health is important too. There are hand sanitizer stations located all over the stadium. If you take any videos or pictures today, make sure when you post them, use the hashtag CatConExpo. That way everybody can see it. Now, the operators and the work they do, that's the real reason I want to be involved in this and why I've loved being it so much, because every single day they're out there doing the work because your work matters.
Daybreak. You push yourself out of the darkness, often gone before the rest of the house is awake. If you could stay longer with your family, you would. But they know every time you leave, you're doing it for them. Because your work matters. Today, like every day, there will be challenges to face on your job site. It could be the elements, the overtime, or something unexpected. But you stand strong because you know your employees, your customers, and your community are counting on you. To each of them, your work matters. Like a force of nature, your work transforms the world as we know it. Your skill, your unwavering resolve to do things right. These ensure your efforts will stand the test of time. Your milestones are your legacy. You are a giant. You are a doer. And your work matters to all of us.
I got a chance to go to the demonstration center in Edwards, Illinois, and see all of these operators in this machinery up close and personal. And those operators, not only are they incredibly skilled technicians and they are even trainers, they also were just like so many of you sitting out here with us today. They were once customers too. I want to introduce my friend Chad Kermeans, who is the field operations manager for CAT. He comes up with lots of the company's educational initiatives like these demos. Great to see you, buddy.
You too, buddy. How you doing?
I'm great, man. Beautiful day, sun's shining. We got all these fans out here who came out to just check out what CAT does so great, which is go to work.
Absolutely. We love doing the work, buddy.
That's it.
Yeah. So what we've got here today, we've got folks from the Edwards Demonstration Learning Center, just like you were saying there. And at Edwards and at all the demonstration learning centers across the globe, we demonstrate CAT equipment, and then we train. We train our customers, whether they're new in a machine or maybe they've got 10 or 15 years under their belt, and we're there to help them reach their productivity and safety goals. It's awesome, man. And then over and above that, we get to do really cool marketing endeavors such as this, and then I get to meet you.
It's so fun, man. All right, so tell everybody what exactly we're going to do right now with all these machines.
No, that's a good question. So I've got 6 of some of our best operators here today, and we're going to build a track. No, we're not going to build a track.
No, we did that.
We did that
at lunch.
Let's do something else.
Let's do something different.
All right, we're going to build a stage for these beautiful yellow machines. That way, at the end of the day, when everybody's out there walking around the machines, it's going to look fantastic. So again, I got my 6 guys here. Between these 6 guys, we got 95 years experience, so hopefully we can get it done.
So you're going to make a stage to highlight these machines, and then a little bit later, everybody's going to be able to come out here, get in the dirt, hop in them, get around them, check them all out.
100%.
That's amazing. All right, I want to go get a little better vantage point. I'll let you get to work.
All right, buddy. Good luck. Well, before we do all that, we got to check our machines out. Hey, Josh, how are you doing today, bud?
Good afternoon, Chad. How are you doing today?
I am great. I'm great. What do we got going on here?
Hey, you might have noticed our guy, Tyler here from the dealer. He's coming out. He's going to take a look at this articulated truck as part of the customer value agreement. So what we have is we have an agreement with our local dealer focusing on extended service and preventative maintenance. It's working really good. And typically, Tyler's the guy we see out on the job.
Yeah, right on.
So I'm going to let Tyler do his thing. What I'm going to do is a pre-shift walk around. We expect all of our operators to do those pre-shift and post-shift walk arounds every day on their equipment. Typically in the past we used to use a notepad and write everything down in a log. But what I'm going to use and what we have been doing here lately is the CAT app of the CAT Inspect app. So I'm going to use my smartphone here. You can use a smartphone or a tablet to do that as well. And what we really like about this is in the Inspect app, we can go around there, each of the machines, and it gives us the critical points to be looking at. That way we know we're doing things consistently, we're not missing anything, and that's very important. Also, if I see anything that needs addressed as I'm doing my pre-shift walk around here, I can add comments in this app. Also, if I want to take a photo and attach that, I can do that as well. That works really good when I send the report at the end of the day to our mechanic back at the shop, old Bob. He can just look things up. If there's something he needs to address or parts he needs to order, it's all there, it's all recorded, and we can go back and look. And honestly, there has been times we've just used this to go back real quick to also look at maybe life on our wheel loader buckets or excavator buckets of the GET, maybe even cutting edges on a dozer. And it's a quick, real fast way to go find that information. Tell you what, I just finished up my walk around. I'm going to climb up in the cab. As you know, I've got a load count to meet, and we got some material to move.
You bet, buddy. Hit your production numbers, that's for sure. And the cool thing about that CAT Inspect app, it's just one safe source to log all that information. You can go back at any point in time and figure out where you're at with that machine's health. It's fantastic. And Josh talked about that customer value agreement. What a splendid way for our customers to keep their machines up and running using the help of their local dealer. So it doesn't matter if you're a little guy, maybe you got 1 or 2 machines, or maybe you're a contractor with 30 or 40 or 200 machines. Whatever the case may be, there's a flexible customer value agreement that can work for you, that's for sure. It gives you peace of mind, and it's tailored to your needs to help reduce downtime.
Chad, I'm back up here with you, buddy. Got a little better vantage point. Oh, that's my favorite part. Just giving a little wave.
Yeah.
Just a little loader high five.
Absolutely.
So we got 2 different loaders going on. We'd call this tandem loading. Why is this something that would be appropriate to use with that 725?
Well, at the end of the day, it's all about production. So if you've got a situation, maybe in a mine or a quarry, and you're trucked up, which means you got enough trucks to keep that loader just moving in and out all the time, right? And we're trucked up today, so we're going to tandem load. It's a perfect scenario when you've got gifted operators with the right machines, and that's what we have here today. So these guys are going to get this 725 moving down the road, making us some money as fast as they possibly can.
That's where it's at. I love that. I'm glad we're trucked up.
You bet.
It's the right way to be. I thought I was trucked up in the UTV, but I realize now this is how you level it up a little bit.
Right. You were side by side up.
Yeah, that's right. It's a little different. We got Nathan is over here in the 972M. Nathan, tell us a little bit about that one.
Well, Rutledge, this 972M, it's got some technology on it, but what I really want to focus on is just the visibility and ease of use and how this works for the operator, and that's with the joystick steering. So this joystick steering, it's nothing new. It's been around since that K-Series wheel loader, and it really, really helps out that operator. So no steering wheel in front of the operator, clear line of sight, forward, neutral, and reverse right at their fingertips. That's top notch. But the other thing that really makes this loader stand out is this Performance Series bucket. So, excuse me there. With that Performance Series bucket, I'm able to get nice, good, full loads every single pass when needed, and move on my way. And then you couple that with a little bit of the payload that's on here. It's a game changer, Rutledge.
That's awesome. So, Chad, let's talk about it. It seems like these loaders feel and operate differently. Why is that?
Well, yeah, they do, and they do for a reason. Our customers, they're in all kinds of different applications. So if you're in a heavy load and carry type situation, maybe in a gravel pit or something, that 972 works out fantastic. That power shaft and shift transmission with lockup clutch, it works great. It's going to help fight off that heat, keep the wearable items down to a minimum. It's stellar for you guys. That 930 hydrostatic transmission works great for a lot of municipalities or small loading type situations, and it works great for a handful of reasons. Mainly that transmission provides seamless torque and seamless power throughout the whole band. You got a creep control mode. You got you can control the torque to the tires as well, so you're reducing slip, which obviously anytime you're going to spin your tires, you're going to cost yourself a little more money there.
That's for sure.
Two great systems, Rut.
That's cool. Well, Kane, you're in the 930M. I know it's a little different from that 972. What can you tell us about those?
Yeah, we can talk a little bit about this 930 here, right? We can talk about the Performance Series bucket on this machine. So what that does, it enables the operator to penetrate the pile much easier. The curved sideboards on there helps to retain the material in the load and carry situation also. So a little bit about that. One thing I'd like to bring up, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out today for sure. Hopefully everybody's going to enjoy the show. And then we always talk about us operating out here. So coming to CAT, prior to CAT, you just you don't know what you don't know, right? So with the equipment training solutions that we have, we're able to kind of follow CAT's best practices and things like that. So it really helps a good operator kind of know what he or she needs to do to make these machines shine, right?
That's so cool, man. So it seems like, Chad, there's different applications for these trucks and machines, but could we see some of these on a bigger side as well?
Yeah, absolutely. Honestly, it's small to big and then back down to small. We've got a little bit of everything. If we were on a larger, maybe a dirt job, had a lot of material to move, we got wheel tractor scrapers that are just absolutely fantastic in that type of scenario. Given the right conditions, a set of push-pull wheel tractor scrapers move material as good and as fast, and obviously do a little compacting as well when it comes to the fill portion of it. Those machines are just perfect. And then CAT does a really good job of working on their pass matchers with their loading tool, which can be either a wheel loader or an excavator, and then the truck. And a pass match matters for a handful of reasons. Like, if we were sitting here and waiting on Nathan to throw on 15 buckets on that truck, we're wasting time, buddy. Time is money. At the end of the day, we're looking at 3 to 4 passes, get that truck full, and get him down the road making us some money.
Now, Josh is making that truck look easy while he's wheeling it, but tell me, Chad, what are those indicator lights on the roof of that 725? What do those mean?
That's a great question. So CAT has awesome technology on our products. They communicate with one another. They communicate back to the home base, if you will. But sometimes just a simple indicator light letting the loader operator know where he's at in regards to the load on the truck is just good enough. The green light, it tells the loader operator, just keep on throwing more material on me. You got to keep going. Once it starts to flash red, then he knows he's got about one more bucket to throw on. Then when it's solid red, that truck is full. Now, like here today, we're not going to hit solid red because our material density is pretty low. But if that wasn't the case, if we were maybe in really wet, cohesive material, and if we were continually overloading that truck, that's going to really reduce the longevity of that truck over time. So that's something we want to be aware of. And then going back to the scenario we talked about earlier, if we don't get enough material on there, we're not going to hit our production targets, which is never a good deal.
So if people are wondering, how many truckloads of dirt did it take to create Operator Stadium here?
All of them. It took just under 200 loads, and they moved it in about 6 hours. The contractor we used was fantastic, just like all those CAT customers are.
Well, a lot of people were out here. They saw the Global Operator Challenge finals that were here the other day on Tuesday. We got to find out who the best in the world was. But if people don't know, how long did this all take as far as training and what you created to put on these demos?
Man, that's a great question. So these 6 guys alone, they have about 1,600 hours in preparation for what you're seeing today. And that's just those 6, not to mention all the dozens of other folks that Caterpillar has that put their heart and soul into the show, because we really love our customers, man, and we want to show them and highlight them the best we can. And we thought the best way to do that is put previous customers in the machines, showing these guys what they do every day, and it really is shining well, I think.
It's cool. I also like, because they're celebrities to us, these 6, but a lot of people have seen them because they've gotten to go there, train at Edwards with them, or maybe they've been out to one of their places. Like you said, it could be there, it could be Arizona, it could be at their site even, but
Yeah.
So cool. This is one of my favorite parts, when the 325 climbs its way in. Speedo is working that thing. Wow, man, could you have gotten any closer to that truck?
Hey, this new next-gen 325 is exactly what we need for this situation. So very, very common out on our job sites to be working in tight areas like this. When you get a machine like this, they've redesigned that thing so I can get that bucket way up over the cab. Makes my job, when I'm working in a single lane of traffic, much, much easier. Okay, it takes that operator and just gives them that little peace of mind that, you know, I don't have to worry about that bucket as much. We're also loaded up with some technology in this thing too. So when I'm out getting ready to load trucks, I'm able to watch the payload. So just like the loaders had, it will weigh each bucket for me as I'm putting it in that truck. So just giving me that peace of mind, making my life that much easier. Also, if you get a chance, run out and check out that 395 that's sitting out there. Man, that's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to get in a machine like that and sit in the cab. Ryan Neal and Brian Stelbrink are out there. They can answer all the questions you got on the seat. That's good, Josh. So definitely one of my new favorite machines is 325 for getting in those tight areas and getting things done, Rutledge.
Man, it's so cool. And I know we call you Speedo because apparently he was a track star in high school. No one ever caught him incredibly fast, but he's making short work of that pile over there, Chad. I also noticed the 440 just cruised in there in front of you. Tell me more about those seat-mounted controls.
Yeah, it's pretty handy, man. I guess the best way to look at it is a comfortable operator is a productive operator, and this 440 is absolutely helping that operator stay comfortable. Now, again, the 440, it's adding on to an amazing lineage for Caterpillar backhoe loaders that have been around a long time, and this is another star in that lineup for sure. But those seat-mounted controls, they're allowing that operator to keep total control the entire time, regardless of the terrain he's on. And what our folks down there in North Carolina that work on these machines, what they've done for us is they've gave us a dual mode. So all these customers out here, they're doing crazy stuff with our machines, right? And so we give them another tool in the toolbox. They can click a button on their joysticks and they can run the front or the back of that backhoe. Maybe they're jumping a trench or getting in a precarious situation. It's giving them another tool. Yeah, Tyler's showing you that right now. And that's another thing too. Tyler's a pretty big dude. We call him Big Rock. And Big Rock's pretty comfortable in there. Excellent controllability of the machine the entire time. Excellent comfort. It's a great machine.
Yeah, and I heard Cat's actually launching 5 new backhoes this year.
Yeah, they are. They've got the 415 through the 430. Again, adding on to that amazing lineage that we've got with backhoe loaders. You know, more versatility, more performance, more comfort. These things, they're kind of the unsung hero on the job site. You can do so many things with a backhoe loader, Rut.
You really can. I know certainly a lot of people are watching that dozer out there. Cat's been making tractors for years. We know they've been making dozers for almost 95 years now. The D6 XE is the world's first high-drive electric dozer. Hood, you're in there. What do you think?
I think this is one heck of a machine there, Rutledge. Like you said, Caterpillar's first high-drive elevated sprocket, or high-drive dozer as we like to call it, but the first electric high-drive dozer Caterpillar's made. I know they've made previous electric drive models, but this is the tried and true high-drive. A lot more power, a lot more torque to the ground. As you can see, I've kind of been turning while I was pushing. It's a lot easier to do that with this machine. You have a lot more power, which enables each of them final drives to carry the weight of the machine plus the material you're pushing to get it to where you're going.
That's way cool. I mean, Chad, for a guy who's been operating a dozer that long, it says a lot to me when somebody like John can be impressed and feel the difference in those turns instead of having to do the classic forward, back up, slight movements, right?
Yeah, for sure. The D6 has been a staple for Caterpillar for years. And what these guys have done with this new electric high drive machine is fantastic. Not only have they increased the performance on it, but they've actually increased the fuel efficiency as well. I mean, everybody out there, they want the best of both worlds. Who doesn't? And they've given them that with that D6. It's fantastic.
Hey, Hood, for people who've not driven one of those before, how different does it feel when you're there? Can you tell a pretty dramatic difference from the old ones versus the new?
You know, the feel is a lot of the same. You know, it's all by the seat of your pants when you're running grade. This machine with the new VPAT blade design, it's a lot more well balanced. And when you're running grade with this machine, as well balanced as it is, it's almost a little bit nicer. You can push a little bit faster, run grade a little bit faster in this machine, but as far as feel, you're not going to really notice too much of a difference. It has a ground speed control pedal, which is in the same spot your D-cell pedal is in your traditional drive tractors. It slows your ground speed, but it still gives you the full torque and power that you're looking for when you're pushing with this dozer.
That's awesome. Man, there's so many moving parts here, Chad. I love that we're creating this for everybody. If you're just joining us here at Operator Stadium, we're building the stage right now to highlight these amazing machines. In just a little while, you guys will be able to get out there, get in the dirt yourselves, hop in them, around them, check them out. The 310 is making its way. This, an industry leader, of course, because of the operator experience. Nathan, you're inside there. What does it feel like as the operator?
I tell you what, Rutledge, you know, this 310 is something else. So just me coming out, I'm using the new and improved, and I guess it's brand new, actually. Nothing to improve upon. It's excellent, right? It's the joystick steering. So the joystick steering is kind of a game changer for this. So a tap of a button on the joystick, I'm able to switch back and forth between the joystick controls and bucket, boom, and stick. But even if I wanted to stay in joystick steering control mode, I can still run the boom and stick in the house swing with just some of the thumb rollers and some of the buttons on there. So it's very intuitive, very, very easy for the operator to figure out. And it just, at the end of the day, that operator is more comfortable in the cab and more productive.
Yeah, and that equals efficiency too. We know that. It seems like Cat's really taking a lot of nods from the automotive industry as far as technology they want to use. Is it true that thing's got Bluetooth?
Yeah, you know, Rutledge, I'm going to tell on myself here. It's been a stressful day. I got listening to a little Celine Dion.
Oh, finally some honesty.
Yeah.
I mean, if we had said he was listening to Celine, he might have not felt it. But if he's honest and says, yeah, I'm a Celine Dion fan, then you know what? Good on you.
Right. We all knew it anyhow.
Totally. I mean, his phone ring is My Heart Will Go On.
Well, and the tattoo is kind of a no-brainer.
Yeah, it happens.
Hey, Rutledge, there's one other thing I wanted to talk about, though, on this, and that's the blade. You know, this blade, something brand new on here that they've made to help the lifting capability of it. So how about 10,000 pounds, 8 feet up in the air with that blade in front of me? It gives that extra counterweight and stability. So that's a pretty good thing, too.
I mean, that's so much for such a small package, and how you can get that thing in and out of all the sites you would need to. That's huge. All right, now, one of the things I got most excited about getting to get up close with was this 150. Josh, you're in that bad boy. Tell us all about it.
Absolutely, Rutledge. This thing is one nice machine. Kind of honored to be able to be in this 150 today. But first, before I talk about some of the features and benefits, I want to just touch on choices. So the MotorGrader product line, of course, has choices now for the customer. The customer might want the 150 like I'm on now with joystick controls with all the bells and whistles, but then there are also customers out there that still like the steering wheel and the levers. So I've been talking to a lot of customers over the last couple days. So a lot of people don't know that we still do offer now steering wheel and levers. If anybody wants to see one of those machines, go right out gate 2 and look at that 140. But back to this machine. You'll notice this is a Cat 3D with massless grade. So what that means is no mass. All the GPS receivers are up on the cab and the mainframe of the machine. The radio's up on the cab. So for me as an operator, that is really nice because I don't have to worry about those type of components getting damaged when doing something similar to what I'm doing now. If you notice, I'm working in a radius that have slight bit of articulation and a lot of blade angle. It's definitely easy to get those mass into the cab, the windows, the handrails, things like that. So that's just one less thing I have to worry about. The nice thing is also about this is the accuracy. I can put down awesome grade with this thing. We have sensors that recognize wheel lean. Sensors know where the drawbar relation is to the machine, moldboard pitch, articulation, the whole ball of wax. So this thing really grades really nice. Now, one other thing I want to touch on is this is a perfect scenario to discuss is auto articulation. So I have a feature in the cab that I can activate that automatically articulates the back of the machine in relation to where my front steering tires are at. So working in a radius such as this, maybe cul-de-sac work, I can activate that feature and know that the tandem tires are always tracking exactly where the front tires are at. So I use that feature quite often, working in cul-de-sacs, radiuses. It's just one less thing I got to worry about as an operator. Works really good. Also, I'm running eco mode. And eco mode saves about 10% in fuel, and really I can't tell a difference when it's an eco mode or not. So that's a huge benefit.
Oh, for sure. You think about how many days and how long these jobs are. That's gigantic. Also, shout out to our camera guys that are running down there getting so close to everything. Y'all are awesome. I see a third excavator just came out. Speedo, you're in that 313 GC. Tell us about it and what makes it different from some of the others.
Yeah, can do, Rutledge. I think old Velvet Fingers there opened the door on that best statement of the day is choices. So we got a simple machine for our customers. Basically just showing that Caterpillar listens to our customers and gives them what they need. So simpler design, almost the exact same cab that I've got, I had in that 325 earlier, almost the same design as that 395 that's sitting outside. So simple touchscreen display, no key. We can store in some operator profiles like Brian and them were talking about earlier. But you know, getting on and off the machine, the simplest thing as that is, you know, I got handrails right off the side. It's almost like climbing up a ladder to get on these things. No awkward movements, keeping the operators safe as they're starting their day. We can also use this machine for some of the work tools off to my right-hand side. There's all kinds of things over there folks can go talk about. So hammers, compactors, mulchers, saws, lots of different options for this machine that could be very versatile out on the job site. And you know, my personal favorite, making my life easy, is that I don't have to deal with any DEF fluid.
Oh, no diesel exhaust fluid. That is a big deal. Now, it seems like all these things are about keeping things on the GC simple, lowering costs for the operator. Why is that so important, Chad?
Well, I tell you, we've got a broad range of customers. So, I mean, you got to understand, we have 165 dealerships across the globe, and that's not individual stores. I mean, that's one dealership that can have 15, 20 stores. So we got a broad range of customers, and they got a broad range of needs, so we provide a broad range of machines. That GC, like Speedo was getting at, if you want to go out there and turn the key and have it start, maybe put some diesel in it once in a while, and that's all you want, we got it. It's super easy, right? We got it. That GC does a bang-up job for that customer.
Something for everybody. And speaking of everybody, there's a ton of new models for 2020.
Yeah. In the last 12 months, we've launched 50 products, and in 2020, we're launching another 50 products. Our engineering groups, our product groups are listening to the customers and putting machines out to fit their needs, and that's where that broad range comes in from.
And let's not forget about the equipment management solutions too. You got to take care of your job site as well as the machines, right?
Yeah, at the end of the day, all these machines are talking right now. Like they're sending data. It's got to go somewhere, right? Well, we capture that data. We help our customers understand the data, and then we give them an app. You can put it on your phone. You can figure out what is your machine health. You know, maybe help prevent something that's coming down the pipe that could be detrimental to your job site. We help our customers understand all of that stuff. We know they're busy, man. We know they're mobile, and we've given them now a mobile way to help with their equipment management.
It's cool. I mean, CAT's really using all of this evolving technology in different ways, but why was it so important for them to put it on all the new machines?
It's what they want. I mean, at the end of the day, if our customers aren't happy, then we're not happy either. You know, so these customers, all of these folks around here, they're being asked to do very demanding tasks. You know, rain or shine, it does not matter. Tomorrow, it may rain. Someone will be working, I guarantee you.
Yeah.
It has to happen. It is what it is. They have to get the job done. So we have to give them the tools to get that job done.
Now, speaking of tools, we keep hearing about smart attachments. What are the smart attachments?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. So our BCP, folks, that's our building construction products. So that's the smaller end of the spectrum on machine size. And those machines out there, you're looking at 289 D3 and the 299 D3. Those D3 model machines are so incredibly smart. They have the ability, when coupled with a smart attachment, they recognize it right away. So we've got a backhoe loader smart attachment. We have a smart dozer blade and a smart grader blade. And as soon as you couple to that, the machine knows instantly what it is. So let's say I put a backhoe loader attachment on my D3 machine. The controls automatically conform to a traditional backhoe loader. I don't have to learn a new pattern. It's just so simple and easy. It knows what's going on. I can click the button on my joystick, and then it goes back to traditional skid steer loader controls, click it back, and now I'm running my backhoe again. It's fantastic. It's letting our customers do more with less.
Tyler, you're over there using that smart attachment grader blade. How do you like it?
Well, Rutledge, I really like it. So this allows me to really grab this dirt. I can circle, like he said, the flip of a button, I can change from controls to this grader blade, smart grader blade, back to the compact track loader. And one other thing this thing's also got is these mirrors on here, and it really does help quite a bit. If you got wet material, you're moving around, say you get stuck in there, well, you don't know it's stuck in there or not. So and that helps you see and kind of feather it out so you don't have it all clump out and at the end of your pass.
That's awesome. So, Kane, you're over there in the 299, working hard. I've heard a lot about the cab. What makes that cab so helpful for the operator?
Yeah, we have a little bit of redesign on this cab, making it just a little bit bigger for the operator. So, operator comforts and features. Again, we've talked about all these great operators that are around us today, but you know what? They all got to sit in the seat all day long, right? They got to get the work done. So, any type of improvement that you can make for an operator is always a bonus, right? So making these cabs a little bit bigger, as big as we can make them. There's some restraints that are on this, but definitely that. We still got the same sealed cab that we've always had. So when it comes to that, keeping the clean air inside, keeping the dirty air outside is always good. So. And there's all kinds of choices on this machine also. We talk all about choices, how we can speed things up, slow down things. My buddy, Mr. Eric Esposito there, he likes to really fly around in these things. And so he likes to have the controls a little bit, maybe see faster than I would like. So I like to kind of just go around and putz around a little bit. But all those features are always great.
Brian reminding us why they call Eric Speedo, because like he said, likes to go a little bit faster.
He's high speed.
We see the CS56B out here. Hood, you hopped into that one. So as an operator, tell us what makes that one so nice.
Well, what makes it really nice, Josh did a heck of a job on this little road here, but makes my job a lot easier. But one thing that really helps you out is, I don't know if you see these black sensors on the front and back of this machine, but it's object detect, and that works off of a radar system. And it gives me, say I'm backing up and I can't really see anything that's real close to the machine, maybe something rolled under there or a dog ran out in front of me or something. It's gonna beep at me and tell me, give me an audible alarm that's saying, hey, there's something back there. So then I can stop, pull forward, just to check it out and see what's going on. But
Is it true that you stopped once and it was an autographed Troy Aikman poster that was on the ground and you saved it?
Yeah, it was fake, so I threw it away.
Oh, man. It's the worst, isn't it? Well, what else do you makes that one so nice? Because I know you kind of told me that's not always the favorite machine. You sometimes feel like you get the short end of the straw for that one.
Yeah, you kind of feel like it's the short end of the straw when you get stuck on the compactor. It's typically a new person on the job, don't have a lot of experience, you throw them on the compactor. But what little do the people know is this also has the command for compaction monitor in it, to where I can map out an area, and then it's semi-autonomous, so where once that area is mapped out, it will then take control of the machine, and it'll run over exactly everything I mapped out. to how many passes I want to put on it. If I want 4 passes, it'll do 4 passes. If it's 5, it'll do 5.
You know, Rudd, a nice thing too, our folks up in Minneapolis, our paving products folks, not only do a bang-up job with this CS56 and all that technology that he was talking about, they got pavers and rollers, pneumatic rollers, they got road reclaimers. Honestly, anything that our paving contractors need or might need, these guys are there to help them out. They're fantastic up there.
It's a big deal. I mean, I feel like a lot of people are going to want to operate these machines.
Speedo, you there?
You know, the one I wanted to operate was that
the truck and
UTV.
the
Tell me a
dozer
little
the
bit
same?
about that one.
Yeah, I tell you, I saw you run that at Edwards, and I don't know that we want to do that again, buddy. I'll be honest with you. But no, this has electric power steering. Works out great when you're out there tearing around and you got rough terrain. You always have control of it. Works out perfectly for our customers. Our customers, they're out there doing tough jobs, man, or maybe even dirty jobs, if you will. And it's nice because we got a steel bed in that sucker. It works fantastic, holds up to 1,000 pounds. It's a great unit.
Oh, all right, so if anybody out there is wondering, they're interested in the Cat, what are their options?
Options? Well, I mean, we've been talking about choices all day long, and they've got the same thing when it comes to purchasing or renting or whatever the case may be. Maybe they have a piece of Cat equipment, and it's getting a little long in the tooth, you know, needs a new life. We've got that ability. You work with your local Cat dealer, you work with their service department, and they can actually help you rebuild your machine, giving you a Cat certified rebuild machine. Even in some scenarios, adding technology to that machine, bringing it close to new, it works out perfectly. And then if that, maybe it doesn't suit your needs, maybe you got a job coming up, you need one more truck or one more excavator, we've always got our Cat rental store. There's 800 of them across the U.S. They can absolutely help you out. Or you can get one of these real nice shovels like I had over here, buddy. That's where I got that thing. It worked out real slick. They do a great job for us. And then we've got certified used. Speaking of the Cat rental store, our certified used, most of those machines, or a large part of those machines, come from the rental store, which is great because we know its history, we know how it was maintained, we know all of those things, and we've got a strict criteria that we have to adhere to, and we have a 140-point inspection in order to get those to be a Cat certified used machine. And then, of course, you can buy new. We've got brand new yellow iron, doesn't matter the size. It can be a 301.5, it can be a 994, or it can be any of these general construction products that you see right here. You can do all of that. And in some cases, I think they have 0%.
0% financing, Cat Financial, bringing it home. I'm going to try to bring that UTV home. It is so incredible how quickly these machines and these operators transform this, because to me, I really feel like they're the best of the best. They're like the Top Gun of operators. Am I right?
Yeah, I tell you what, in my book, they're pretty high. I can tell you that. These guys, they put their best foot forward in every scenario, and I think they do that because they've lived what our customers are living. And at the end of the day, if you're not good at what you do, you're not putting food on the table, you know. And these guys were good at what they do. We don't teach people how to move dirt, and that sounds silly. I know it does. We fine-tune their skills. So living in the real world, living all of that, living the kind of dog-eat-dog world, if you will, if you're not very good, you're not making money. These guys were making money. Cat got a hold of them. We fine-tuned their skills, and they're doing a bang-up job. You just saw 95 years of experience right there. And I got to tell you, what these guys do is not easy. They're talking, they're thinking, they're trying not to run into each other, and we've got a scenario that we got to put together in 30 minutes. I think they did a great job. So
they really did.
Yeah, I say we give them guys a round of applause.
There you go, right there.
They are the best because they come from the best, trained by
Equipment, the most advanced technology, and a whole new range of tools and services to keep you at the top of your game, so you can accomplish what matters most to you. Let's do the work.